We've got NBA basketball in store for you here in Houston, Texas, the home of the Rockets, live on 2K Sports. After this game, the Rockets head back out on the road. A dismal season right now. Only 2 teams below them in the Western Conference.
Yeah, the matchup just seems to be a tough one, guys, because they're 0-3 against this club so far, on the brink of a season sweep. So I think from that standpoint, it's a very big game for this team. They want to right the ship.
Well, if you go 0 against any team during the regular season, you can't feel good about yourselves. I mean, that's a given. But it's not too late for them. I mean, with their best performance, they can definitely win this game.
Tip-off goes to New Orleans. Now the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Money, he's in at point guard. Paul George is out there with Davis. And it's Knox in at the 5 spot. Now Anthony after the missed 3 from Money. They double him with George. Now the pass to Baxter. Here's Hasselhoff. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And, you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
It's his first trip to the line. He's perfect from the line this time.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throws. Beautiful to watch.
From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. Money's got his first 3 points of the game.
Either his range is greatly underrated, or he got a little lucky on that one. I'm guessing it's the latter.
Puts it up from 17. Anthony's shot is off. The New Orleans Pelicans come into this one after the win against Golden State.
You know, they had a great start to that game. A couple guys got hot early, and it seemed to become contagious. Everybody started shooting the ball well at that point.
You know, typically if there's a hot shooter, the defense can make an adjustment and lean everything towards stopping him and let somebody else beat you, but that wasn't an option in that game.
And here are the Rockets now, following the 3 from Money.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
There's the 3. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
He's feeling it here to start the game. That's 3 out of 4 already.
A slow start here for Houston in this one. 7-point differential. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, and Kevin, they put so much effort into the final few minutes of regulation in that game that they were pretty burned out in the overtime period.
Yeah, that's an excellent call by you, Steve. I thought there was a little bit of a letdown for them in OT.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Over that last break, I listened to the Pelicans head coach address his team. He wants this game played at breakneck pace as much as possible. He was very clear, saying the fast break is going to be our best friend today. He focused next on what he feels will be their most reliable offensive approach, which is the use of ball screens and the pick and roll. That's a play we should be seeing a lot of. We'll be watching how these adjustments work. Kev, there's still a lot of time left in this game.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Anthony, the pass to Whitman. Falls. He's guarded by Davis. Shot clock at 5. Houston needs to get a shot off. Here's Anthony. And again, unable to change momentum here.
Still looking for that first hoop. 0-4 now.
Outside, George. The feed now to Davis. Pass to Money. Tries a 3. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. That's 12 points for Money.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play. They're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
Listen up, gentlemen. I want us to slow the tempo a bit. Walk the ball up the court. Make sure you make at least 3 or 4 passes before you even look for your shot. For us, the slower the better. Now let's go.
And a good time now to show you the centers and power forwards from around the NBA that have had the softest touch here in the second half of the season. Anthony Davis, number 1.
You know, he's gotten to the top of that list because he has a terrific array of low moves that allows him to free himself up to get to the basket for very high percentage shots.
And not only that, Steve, we always talk about athleticism and length and speed, but strength is a factor in this game too, and it allows you to finish around the goal through other people. So that's something he does well.
Now here's Anthony. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Jump shot is good.
Took a little time, but they get one to go. Maybe they're warmed up now.
Pelicans leading by 10. Here's Money. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game.
Really good defense, but you got to set better screens than that offensively.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And they're sharing the ball, too, which I love. They're piling up the assist. We're seeing great offensive movement.
The Pelicans have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Clark, the coach, was really passionate in that last huddle, trying to do everything he can to get his message across.
You know, and I'm not sure what he wanted exactly, but he did it with enough fire that I'm guessing he's not going to be happy with any lapse in execution. I mean, he made his point pretty clear.
Now Whitney, after the missed 3 from Monday. There's a good screen. 5 on the clock. To the left wing. Here's Hasselhoff. The three-pointer off the mark. And here's New Orleans now. They're on a 14-5 run. Here's Money. And the Pelicans miss again. Rockets trail by 7. And here's Whitney. Looking for his first basket still in this one. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Hits it from three-point range.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
The shot's good for Money.
You know, he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
Rockets have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Here's Hasselhoff, and Davis sends it back.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
Right wing. The 3. And another 3 from Money. Money's got 18 points.
These teams don't look like they belong on the same court today.
It's pretty ridiculous to have a double-digit lead this early.
And that's a foul called on Money. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
Paxson kicks to Anthony. Houston moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. From 18 feet away.
They've done a terrific job rebounding here so far, allowing no second chance points.
And George with the stuff.
Huge advantage for them already.
And as well as they've played at both ends so far, this lead might continue to grow.
Rockets trail by 12. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, I was able to catch up with the head coach for the Rockets just a moment ago. He stressed how important being smart with the ball is going to be for them today. It's an opponent that thrives on defense, steals in particular, and he doesn't want to see his guys get careless with the basketball. Guys?
Thank you, Doris, and quite a focus for the game here early on, and an important one too, guys.
Yeah, and they know how tough a task it's going to be to take on this defense. They've got to focus on that aspect right away.
Well, that's the priority in the scouting report. You face a team this good defensively, you're thinking about how we need to attack it. And then it's a matter of executing once you get out there. Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
Pelicans shooting their first free throws of the evening.
Well, impressive free throw shooting as a team this season, right around that 78% mark.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there. and so too are the results.
Rockets trail by 16. Got a piece of it. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. And he goes in for the dunk.
Now they've gotten something out of just about every possession, and their defense has been just as good. Masterful performance across the board.
And don't forget, on the road, too.
Houston's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Here's Sharp. Pass to Whitman. Here's Tam. And he lays it straight in.
Unselfish basketball on the interior. I love that, and you got to think the coaching staff does too.
Here's New Orleans. They're on a 14-2 run here. Down low, Rodic. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And guys, let's take a look at how the Pelicans performed last month. First in scoring, first in rebounding, and they're also #1 distributing the basketball. This is a team that knows how to find the open man and convert those opportunities.
And the points that they're scoring per game that you talked about is really a result of great offensive execution. I mean, this is a club that works well together. They get great looks, and they'll also score in transition.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Muscala's checked in. And for Houston, they're shooting 31% here early on. Not getting the shots they'd like. It's stolen. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Oh, look out!
Wow. They've made one basket after another since getting this game started, and you wonder, is the blowout in store?
Too early to say that and go there, Steve, but it has been pretty ugly so far.
Now here's Bledsoe, averaging 8 points a game. Out to the wing. Here's Tam. No good off the back of the rim.
And you know why he was open there. They didn't commit too much defense to him, and you can see why. He has trouble making that shot.
Outside, George. Out left to the wing. Takes a 3. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And that's what's built them this early lead. Deadly shooting from behind the arc.
Yeah, the D better start getting out there on them, Steve, and soon.
And the Rockets with possession here. Shot is off. Great D that time from Davis. Picked his pocket. Sharp the pass to Bledsoe. The pass to Sharp. Clock at 6. And here's Paxson. Pass to Jensen. And that's good for 2.
Jensen!
Here's Money. He's got 22. To the middle. Looking for George. He gets it there. Left side, George. Goes up the baseline. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Wow, what an incredible run they're on. This is as good an offense as you will see.
Well, every single guy on the floor right now just feeling it.
And so here is Houston. Passes it to Sharp. And Bledsoe now top of the key. Here's Jensen. The rebound by Paul George. New Orleans leading by 22. In low to Davis. And yes, sir, that one drops. Davis has got his second basket of the night.
Well, here we go again. An open path to the hoop, an easy 2 points. Where is the defense?
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And the Rockets with possession here. Tipped away. Here's Money. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted. The aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
That's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
Well, that's the key to basketball. Get the ball inside, into the paint, either with a pass or with penetration.
It's rebounded by Houston.
And very quickly here in the first quarter, pronounced advantage for them on the glass.
Yeah, that's a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
And there's the pass to Sharp. Tries again. Here's Paxson. Shot is off. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
Yeah, it was an easy win, mainly because they completely dominated the paint. The rebounding totals were really astounding.
46 seconds left to play in the first. Bledsoe passes to Jensen. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. New Orleans dictating the flow. Here's Money. Great look, but off the mark. Houston's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Jensen is guarded by Davis. Pass to Paxson. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Jensen from deep, but he recovers it. Another miss by Houston. And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we've got a blowout underway here. Pelicans ahead, running away with it. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And the Pelicans have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Yeah, the defense has been terrific. They came out right from the beginning, alert and focused, and they've been really good at that end of the floor.
And I think Coach has to be pleased with the effort, Steve.
5 on the floor. So for the Pelicans, Rockets have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter, up over 50%. They've got Paxson, and it's Bledsoe in at the 4. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Passes it to Sharp. Shot clock at 6. Count that one.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
No, that takes skill and creativity, Steve. Particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't.
Okay, any missed shots, and we're running.
There we go, fans. Keep it going.
And with this quick break in play, let's take a look now and select from a group of point guards that have been killing it from three-point range over the last 10 games. Well, you look at Money. He's absolutely deadly from outside.
His first job is to orchestrate for his teammates, but being as fantastic as he is at shooting the three, he's never reluctant to take that shot if it's available to him.
Nor should he be. I mean, I tell you what, I would give him the green light every time down, although he probably already has it.
And so here is Houston after the made shot from Money. Good.
Johnny.
He's got 6.
Sure.
New Orleans leading by 22. And that one's good.
What an excellent performance from the field for him.
And for Houston, they're shooting around 41% on the night. Paxson with a screen on Gordon. Houston moving it around. 5 to shoot. Bledsoe gets the front of the rim and out. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Warriors was a major factor. He finished with 54 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. Absolutely amazing numbers from him in what was truly a memorable performance for him and for us, Kevin.
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of great games, but that Clark was something special.
Kevin, it really was. I mean, they threw everything but the kitchen sink at him, and nothing slowed him down.
But let's just say he was really good.
Sinks the three-pointer. Money's got 9 points now in the quarter.
His work at the offensive end has been phenomenal. Maybe reason number 1, they're ahead.
Here's Sharp. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Boy, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
And the layup's good off the glass. And that's 11 points for Paul George.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Right wing. And the pass to Jensen.
2 minutes.
And here's Paxson, defended by George. Sharp, the pass to Paxson. Takes a three. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Money's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Oh, boy, he is just cold as ice. I don't think he's going to be the one to help them cut into the lead. You know, he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
See the way he times his passes so well. It's a great assist.
Assist goes to.
Here are the Pelicans with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Muscala's got his first 2 points of the night. 1:04 left to play in the first half. And Bledsoe has it in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Off target from outside.
And the rebounding numbers don't actually tell the whole story. I mean, they're barely ahead in that category, but when they've needed them, they've gotten them. They've really battled hard.
It's their work on the glass, Steve, that's prevented any kind of momentum swing. No slowing him down. Just incredible numbers for Money. He's got 39 points, and he's unleashed a barrage of three-pointers on him.
Well, you got that right. You can tell he's on target because as soon as the ball leaves his hands, it looks like every single one of them is going in.
Now here's Bledsoe. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Jensen. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist.
Jensen!
26 seconds left in the first half. Here's Money. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Money's got 43 points. Houston's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Bledsoe outside. Out to the right wing. Here's Jensen. Misses off the right iron.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Pelicans ahead, just dominating this one. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, we just witnessed what was an amazing offensive display from this guy in the first half. Where did that scoring explosion come from?
I don't really know. To be honest, I was just looking for chances to get my shot off, and I just happened to find them over and over in the first half. So, I don't know. I'm sure they'll make some adjustments, but until then, I'm just going to keep attacking.
Well done. Thunder up, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of quarter number 3.
Guys, that was the perfect way to start this game. Let's go over some stuff and do more of the same in the second half. Well, we've established a clear dominance on the interior at the offensive end. And until they prove they can stop our inside game, we have to continue to pound it into the post. I did, however, like our on-the-ball defense. We didn't give their ball handlers any breathing room, and they didn't handle it well. We came up with some good steals. And guys, I don't want too many of us under the glass at the defensive end. I want to be sure that we always have at least a couple of guys getting up court, ready to receive the outlet pass and get an easy bucket on the break. All right, guys, let's get out there and play a good second half.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. What a game we're seeing from Money.
I know we've said this many times before, but I'll say it again. He had a great first half, just an explosive offensive display there.
At the end of the day, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had. He can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
The Rockets shooting not great, 40% for the game. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for New Orleans right now, Money, he's in at the point. Muscala is out there with Paul George, and it's Knox in at the 5, roaming the paint. They get the rebound, George, and they convert it last on attempt number 3.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
And so it's Houston with it. Outside Anthony. Anthony left side. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hasselhoff. The rebound by Money. Money's got 6 rebounds in the game. And a minute played as the second half gets going. It's tipped. Now Whitney. Pass to Paxson. To the wing on the left. 6 to shoot. And here's Anthony for 3. Another miss by Houston.
Very poor shot selection there, guys.
No good from Money.
That's a great shot if there's 1 second left in the game.
Yeah, that would be the good time to do it. Not now, though.
Hasselhoff, defended by George. Paxson passes to Whitney. Offensive rebound. To the wing on the left. Pass to Paxson. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. Davis is checked in for Muscala.
Substitution for the Pelicans. Anthony Davis.
New Orleans on D. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Tries from 16. That is good. 17 points in the game.
Assisted.
And the Pelicans with possession here. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
You know, that Phoenix game has a lot of attention on it.
Here's Money. 43 points in the game. It's stolen by Anthony. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Hasselhoff, defended by George. And that's a foul called on Money. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Paxson with the ball. Anthony, the pass to Paxson. Shot clock at 5. Good. 19 points in the game.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
New Orleans has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And he drops it in. Just a pretty release there from Money.
Now he's playing with an edge here, playing extremely well offensively here in the second half.
Here's Hasselhoff. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities. And that is always going to allow you to maintain your lead. Part of this interior collapse we've seen defensively is the reason they've struggled, and they're trailing by so much.
The Pelicans have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
Paul George. Shooting 1.
George having a fantastic game. 16 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
Yeah, he's defending very well, Clark. He's disrupting the offense. He's playing the passing lanes, trying to put as much pressure on as possible.
Here's Money, and he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Yeah, they've done a great job causing havoc and then taking advantage in transition offensively.
And so it's Houston with it. The Pelicans make their last shot. They get a hand on it. Clock at 6. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. The Rockets making a switch here. Randolph is checked in.
Checking in for your Rockets, Percy Randolph.
Four on the shot clock. They need this, and he gets the bucket. He's got 21.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Boy, the ball movement's been fantastic here the last few possessions.
Here's Money. Shoots a three. Randolph grabs the board.
He's frigid from 3. I don't know what's worse, that he can't hit anything from out there or that he keeps on trying to.
And here is Whitney, averaging 9 points per contest. And now the fast break, George with the ball. Again, the Pelicans score. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for New Orleans.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And I'll tell you, the other thing that's been a factor is the transition game. They're scoring a lot of points on the fast break. So deflating for a team. Clark coughing up the ball at one end, and then it turns into immediate points at the other end.
And it's just as much of a boost for the team getting those easy points off the steal.
And so here is Houston. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. From outside the arc, the Rockets with another miss.
Well, an 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
His finishes can be dazzling, especially Clark at his side.
Well, you look at a guy who doesn't have the height of some other big-time dunkers, and it always looks better, and he certainly makes up for the lack of height with that athleticism.
Yeah, his leaping ability is just off the charts, guys.
Here's Money. Up and in on the layup. Money's got 54 points.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
Here's Whitney. Randolph a screen. Here's Falls. The rim-rattling two-handed jam. And that's how you exploit a gap in the D, I guess, huh?
Yes, sir. No soft finish there. Major power.
Wow. He knows an opportunity for the highlight reel when he sees one.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. Here's Money. Back to Davis. The shot's good on the assist by George. 13 points for Davis.
Solid work right there. And again, the field goal percentages. Look at the discrepancy between these two teams in the second half.
Well, you're right. We've got one team moving crisply to get good shots and the other team just a bit stagnant.
And Anthony gets it to go.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
There's a screen. From deep. The shot's good for Money. Money's got 57 points.
Great screen that time by George. Well done.
Over to the left wing. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Oh, trying for it.
That was an awfully risky pass, guys. It's lucky it didn't wind up as a steal.
Well, it nearly did wind up as a steal.
Better passing. Come on.
Six to shoot. Here's Bledsoe, and he uses the glass on the layup. Bledsoe's got his first basket of the night. New Orleans has gone a less than productive tour.
Let's go. You're up.
My time.
Huffman.
And here is Curry. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Bledsoe against Davis. Fader on the way. Count that one.
Yeah, no problem knocking down that shot. And a little more damage inflicted on another defensive lapse.
Money's checked in for New Orleans. And let's look now at which teams have been the hottest offensively for the past 10 games. Pelicans, number 1.
Yeah, what an impressive run for this club. Everybody seems to be scoring well at the same time. This club is really putting up big numbers.
Rockets have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime, shooting 8 of 15. Sharp, the pass to Jensen. Bledsoe, a screen on Curry. To the right side. The steal. There's a minute 34 left in the third quarter of the game. Blocked. Sharp guarded by Curry. The offensive rebound. Great tee that time from Davis.
Excellent challenge. He had a hand right in his face as he took that shot.
Yeah, you could see the hitch in his release because of it. Just fantastic defense.
And you talk about huge single-game scoring performances like we're watching here tonight. Going back, only one player, think of this, only one player in NBA history to go triple digits. And that's the Big Dipper, Wilt Chamberlain, on March 2nd, 1962.
Yeah, 100 points. I mean, one of those records that stood a long time, and perhaps no player has so single-handedly dominated the game the way Wilt did.
Paxson, he's checked in for Houston. Both free throws good from Money. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Pelicans foul call. Anthony Davis. That's his 5th personal foul. Second team foul.
The Rockets have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
And you take a look at the statistics. This club is shooting 74% as a team.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
The first one falls. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Pelicans shooting has been brilliant in this game, 67% from the floor. Throws it up high, and that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
Remains Pelicans ball. 11 seconds on the shot clock. 11.
.51 seconds left in the third. Curry's shot is good.
Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. He got in a good position, and the pass was as it needed to be, on time and on target.
And here are the Rockets now. Dishes it to Bledsoe. And that one's good. Bledsoe's got 6.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Here's Money, and he banks in the layup.
Well, he's found his game and his rhythm this quarter. He's gotten into a nice groove.
The Rockets shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Passes it to Jensen. Paxson with a screen on Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Jensen. It's rebounded by Money. That will count. What a play. He simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Oh, 3 points right there at the end of the quarter.
Only about 1 in 50 of those go down, but that's why you chuck them up there. You want to give yourself a chance.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Pelicans ahead, delivering the blowout. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter next. Paxson is out there with Ilyasova. Then it's Jordan Hamilton, and it's Meyer in at the 3 slot. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Rodic, good on the 3-point shot.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
Yeah, that's twice in a row now where they've done exactly the opposite and backed off.
No good from Hamilton.
Let's see what you got, son.
Oh, I got plenty.
Kicks it to Gordon. Five to shoot. Here's Huffman. The shot no good. And Houston the other way now. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Paxson. Money's checked in for the Pelicans. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Rockets coach had some advice for the team over that last break. He was focused on their post play and was pleading with them to try to get the ball into the low post every trip down. Another part of what he said to them centered on his desire to see them shooting the ball every opportunity that presents itself. He said, fire away, guys. You've got the green light. Likely the final major changes to their game plan as they try to make a late comeback here in the 4th. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Doris. That's doing some skyscraping.
And we're talking about a point guard there, Kevin. He can really raise up.
A flashy pass, monster dunk, whatever it is. I mean, this guy's got the versatility to do it.
Feeds to Hamilton. Over to the wing. Launches it. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but you know, the defense still needs to keep an eye on it.
2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. Here's Money. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Houston's gone 2 of 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. There's the steal. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. The Pelicans have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. That's good on the jump shot. Money's got 4 this quarter.
Wow, such a steady hand. He's the one responsible for getting them this late lead.
Can't argue with that at all, Steve. His shooting percentage has been off the charts.
And the Rockets with possession here. Hamilton the pass to Meyer. He kicks to Anthony. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
And down it goes, jamming that one home. His finishes can be dazzling, especially Clark at his side.
Well, you look at a guy who doesn't have the height of some other big-time dunkers, and it always looks better, and he certainly makes up for the lack of height with that athleticism.
Yeah, his leaping ability is just off the charts, guys. And if they continue to shoot well from the free throw line like they are, I mean, their lead is going to be pretty steady here.
That's not an overstatement. They've literally not missed a single foul shot this half. Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. I mean, they're really pushing them around physically at this point.
Ilyasova can't hit. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Rodic goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Their prowess inside has been tremendous, guys. I mean, it's been no contest down on the low block.
And until they prove they can stop them, I mean, they ought to continue to pound it in low.
And here are the Rockets now. The Pelicans make their last shot. Meyer passes to Anthony. The Rockets again can't hit.
This has not at all been the kind of performance they've needed out of him.
There's the pick. Here's money. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Pelicans. Money.
That's good for money. And the Rockets making a change here. Randolph has checked in. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Teague's checked in. The Rockets have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Here's Hasselhoff. Got it. Good job in the low post. He's got 23. The Pelicans have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. No good from money. Houston's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Hamilton dishes to Ilyasova. It's tipped. And here we go. Here's money. Oh,
How about that, basketball fan?
Beautiful.
Wow.
Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
Oh, man, that was a circus dunk.
And turnovers, Clark and Steve have been the issue for him.
Yeah, it sure has been the case. I mean, turnovers are like missing breakfast. Eventually, it's going to cost you.
Why does it always come back to food, Clark?
And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
That's his third personal foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
He's simply just willing himself to the line here.
Money. 2 shots.
Both free throws good from money. Rocket shooting 44% in the fourth. The offense with some ups and downs. Here's Hasselhoff. And that one hits back iron.
And, Steve, not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge, too.
Yeah, well deserved. I mean, they have worked their tails off on the glass.
And for Houston, they're shooting about 42% so far. Kick out to Hamilton. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Mike Muscala. That's his first personal foul. At the line for your Rockets, Jordan Hamilton. At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Hamilton hits both of them.
We've seen Hamilton playing a good game here. He's got 8 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
Well, it's no secret. I mean, the more points he can come up with from out there, the better off they'll be offensively with their spacing.
Here's money. Kicks it out to Gordon. Three-pointer. Good.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Rockets have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Now the pass to Meyer. Hasselhoff. Teague covering. Oh, that's blocked. Out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession.
It's Rockets ball.
The Pelicans have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Here's money. Teague, the pass to money. 6 to shoot. Not really his range, and it's off target. Houston's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Here's Ilyasova. Gets to the corner and buries it. Here's Money. Pass to Muscala. To the wing on the left. Here's Money. Another one falls for New Orleans.
What a competitor, Kevin. He's been looking for a shot all game long, and he's really shouldered the load for them offensively.
Here's Hasselhoff. The shot misses. Gordon with the defensive effort. Shoots. And again, another shot drained there for Money.
Yep, he's their leading scorer, Kevin, in this game, and has been the dominant figure today. No doubt about it.
Passes it to Meyer. Over to the wing. Here's Hasselhoff. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Muscala's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. The shot's good for Money.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's having.
The Rockets shooting a pedestrian 36% in the 4th quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. And New Orleans pushing it up now. And the basket by Gordon. Gordon's got 5 points now this quarter.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, and unfortunately, their offense in the paint hasn't been a whole lot better.
Each trip down becoming more important.
Yeah, they need to string some successful offensive possessions together and then tighten down defensively. Well, and the bounce pass was the key to the play.
New Orleans has gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. He tries for 3. No good for Money. The Rockets shooting about 42% so far. Meyer passes to Randall. Pelicans with the rebound. Outside Teague. Here's Money. Hamilton pulls it in. Hamilton's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And that's a foul called on Money. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Both teams will make substitutions.
Second team foul. Checking in for the Pelicans.
Here's Randolph. The pass to Jensen. Back to Randolph. Pass to Jensen. Just 5 to shoot. From deep 3-point range. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Here's Teague. Here's Money, and that's a foul called on Money. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Terrific defensive play to cut him off and square up.
And he took a shot. Excellent toughness to get in there and make a play. I love that kind of work.
And so here is Houston. Poked away. All by himself. For the finish. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
And so it's Houston with it, following the score by New Orleans. Here's Sharp. The shot is off. And for the Pelicans, they're shooting 66% right now. This offense getting everything they want out there. There's the pick. Here's Money. Drops in the tray.
Wow. What can you say?
Houston's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the 4th. Outside Randolph to the left side wing. He feeds it to Ilyasova from 15 feet away, and the basket good.
Now you gotta love the footwork. How about that turnaround?
Here's Money.
2 minutes remaining.
Passes to Muscala. All alone. Finishes the break with a slam.
Boy, the floor really opened up for him there.
It sure did. A good job getting it started before the defense can get itself set.
There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Money. It's hauled in by Ilyasova. And Clark, they've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, I think so. Too cool. I mean, just not forceful enough, not alert or aggressive enough, and sometimes trying to do too much with the basketball.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to make the easy pass. Somebody's open, throw it to them. When you do that multiple times, the game starts to find a flow to itself. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Pelicans.
Fewer miscues made the difference, Clark.
Yeah, I thought the fact they minimized their turnovers was huge. It was a terrific all-around effort.
And words can hardly describe the way these guys have come out game after game after game and been dominant facing both conferences. When they hit the 72-win mark, we thought it couldn't continue. And when they rewrite the record books once more, we'll say, wow, we were glad we watched it all. What a team.
And in this era of unparalleled parity, it takes a lot to sweep an opponent in 4 straight games. But that's exactly how they finished off their season series tonight against the Rockets.
You look at the stats and you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Money. What more really can you ask of a guy? I mean, when he comes out and gets a triple-double, making contributions all over the place tonight. And I think the work on the boards has been a big key for their success in this game, guys.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, it's been total control on the boards for them.
New Orleans making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. Houston's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Sharp, the pass to Jensen. The Rockets with another miss.
Well, with that much space off the pick, you've got to drop that in.
Yeah, you got to make that one. I mean, that's a high-quality shot you should make 9 out of 10 times.
So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, congratulations on the win and for setting your season high in points scored for yourself. Would you say this is the best game you've played this year?
Yeah, I think it's up there for sure. I don't think I've had many other games where I've been this effective on the offensive end. There might have been a few where I've had a more complete game, but this is probably the most best offensive game I've had so far for sure.
It was a pleasure for us to watch. Thank you so much. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game.
Yeah, another one of them flip mode joints. Bust the rounds, yeah. Word my sing to the left, sing to the right. Make you feel good, make you feel alright.